Welcome, friends. Troubadour Yoga and Fitness. Today we have a short flow focusing on upper body strength. Let's do it. For those of you who haven't met her, this is my assistant, Docha, the Iron Dachshund. Come on down to your mat, sitting in an easy seated position, and roll the shoulders back, looking up, and drop the head back down. Exhale, and then inhale the arms up into the air, and exhale the arms down to the side. Inhale the arms out to shoulder height, and exhale the arms to center. Inhale the arms back, squeeze the shoulders together, and exhale the hands down. Great. One more time. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale the arms to shoulder height, exhale the arms to center. Inhale back, and exhale down. And now come into child's pose. Take a moment here to settle. Allow your body to open and relax. And now on an inhalation, flow up to all fours. And exhale, round the spine. Cat pose. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. And then turn the toes under and come into downward facing dachshund. Walk your feet in so they're just about hip width apart. Good. Come forward to a plank. Drop the knees to all fours. And then sit back to child's pose. Slide the hands in. Sit up. Inhale and release. Take one hand and invert it on the mat so that the back of the wrist is there, and very gently lean forward to put a little bit of traction onto the wrist. Open and close the hand. We're just stretching out the wrist right now. Good. Let's do the other side. Invert and then lean forward, opening and closing the hand to stretch the wrist. Good. Release. Shake out the hands. Roll them like this. Switch directions. And now come down onto your knuckles and very easily rock back and forth. Anytime that we do a lot of upper body work, it's very important to warm up the wrists. This is important for all of yoga, but particularly for today's practice. Now take your right hand, put it forward and invert, or rather turn around your left hand and gently bend and straighten the arm, letting the wrist stretch out on the front side. Good. Sit back, shake them out. Let's do the other side. Turn the right hand backwards and gently straighten and bend the elbow. Good. Sit back, roll the wrist one more time, and exhale forward to child's pose. Flowing up to all fours. Turn the toes under, downward facing dog. And forward into plank. Drop the knees. Down. Knees, chest, and chin. Scooping through. Little baby cobra. And then sit back to child's pose. And just take a moment here to relax. And I'll mention that as we continue and as the variations become more difficult, if something is too hard for you, for example, if you have a difficulty doing a full push-up, or holding plank position, just drop your knees. It's no problem. Anybody can do this flow. I'm going to be demonstrating intermediate variations, but if you're not there yet, you just drop to your knees and do the same motions in their modified variation. Good. Gliding forward again. Knees, chest, and chin. Coming up to cobra. And then all fours, downward facing dog. Take a moment here. Let your hamstring start to release, lifting the tailbone, and come forward into plank position. And now, maintain the plank position, come all the way down to the floor. And now bend the knees and press the hands firmly into the floor and come to bent leg, upward facing dog. And release back down. And return to child's pose. Flow to all fours and come into modified side plank on the left side. Your left knee is down. You have your shoulders in a line, feeling the whole side of your body stretching and opening. Good. Let's do the other side. Right knee down, opening up the left arm. And release. Very good. Downward facing dog. Forward to a plank position. Keeping the knees straight, come down slow. And now turn the feet under, upward facing dog. And downward facing dog. Drop the knees to all fours. Sit back onto your heels, roll the shoulders back and come into a little baby camel. Opening up the shoulders and the hips. And release. And come forward again to all fours. Downward facing dog. Forward again to plank position. Drop the knees to all fours and scoop through cobra. Return down and do a knee push up to all fours and then sit back to child's pose. Okay, downward facing dog. Lift your right foot up into the air and step it forward to a lunge. Drop the knee and come up to a crescent lunge. Hold this for a couple of breaths. And release back down. Downward facing dog. Lift the left foot up into the air. Step it forward. And come down. Drop the knee. Raise up. Crescent lunge. And release back down. Downward facing dog. Plank position. Push-up position. Upward dog. And downward dog. And now lift your right foot up into the air. And then bend it and turn to look under right armpit. Good. Back to downward facing dog. Same thing on the left side. Left foot up. And then bend the knee and turn to look under your left armpit. Good. Back. Downward facing dog. Forward to a plank. Down to push-up position. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. And drop to all fours. Child's pose. Sit up. Baby camel. And release back to simple sitting. Roll the shoulders back and down. Baby camel again. And release. Forward to all fours. Downward facing dog. All right, adding on, forward to plank position. One push-up. So down, hovering above the floor, and then pressing back up and returning to downward facing dog. Now lift your right foot up into the air and bring the knee forward to your nose. So draw your belly in, bow your head, round your spine, press into your shoulders, and then return downward facing dog. Plank position, push-up position, upward dog, downward dog. Let's do the other side. Left foot up, and then bend the knee into the nose, shifting your weight forward. Back to downward facing dog. Plank position. Push-up position. Upward dog. Downward dog. Back to plank. One push-up. And child's pose. Good. Rest here for just a moment. And then sit up. Draw your hands in. And take a moment to roll your wrists both directions. Good. All right. All fours. Adding on. Back bend the spine. Cow pose. Downward facing dog. And let's just hang out here. Make this pose nice and solid. And now lift your right foot up into the air. And bring the knee forward to your nose. And now right foot straightens. And bring your right knee to your right elbow. And then back up, three-legged dog. And step all the way forward to a lunge. Come up to warrior one. Open to warrior two. Windmill your arms back down to a lunge. Step your right foot back and roll to your right for side plank. Once again, if you need to drop a knee, that's completely fine. If not, just hang out here with me in side plank. And then back to regular plank. One push-up. Down slow. Upward dog. And now do a full push-up to downward dog. Great. Left foot up into the air. Knee forward to the nose. Rounding the spine. And then extend it back up into the air. And then bring your knee to your elbow. Back up into the air. And then step it forward to a lunge. Warrior one. Warrior two. Down to the lunge. Plank. And then roll the side plank on the left. And then back to center. One push-up. Down slow. Upward facing dog. And do a push-up to downward facing dog. And drop to the knees and sit back on your heels and relax. Roll out the wrists. And roll your shoulders back and down. Lift the hips, baby camel. And release. All right. Got one more in you. Let's do it. Forward to all fours. Back bend the spine. Downward facing dog. And now walk your hands out to plank. Nice and firm. And now walk your hands back in all the way up to a standing back bend. And release and circle your arms and reach up. And exhale. Standing forward bend. And now walk your hands back out to a plank. Do 1 push-up. Do 2 push-ups. Down slow. Upward facing dog. Push up to downward facing dog. Hang out here for just a moment, letting the pose solidify, and then lift your right foot up into the air and bend it and look under your right armpit. Back to center, knee to nose. Leg up, knee to elbow. Back up and forward to a lunge. Open up to crescent. Back down, plank position. And roll to your left, right arm down, left arm up. Back to center. 1 push-up. 2 push-ups. And upward facing dog. And push up to downward facing dog. Let's do the other side. So left foot up. Bend the knee. Turn to look under your left armpit. Back to center. Knee to nose. Extend the leg, 3-legged dog. And then knee to elbow. Extend back up. Stepping through to crescent lunge. Lifting up. And back to a plank. Rolling to your left this time. Opening up. Back to plank. 1 push-up. 2 push-ups. Upward dog. Push up to downward dog. Forward to a plank. 3 push-ups. Upward facing dog. And push up to downward facing dog. And drop your knees, sit back on your heels, roll your shoulders back and down, lift your hips, baby camel. And return to sitting. Roll out your wrists. We're done with the hard stuff now. Nice job, hanging tough. Switch directions. And then roll out your knuckles. And come down all fours, to your belly, with your arms out like goalposts. And now leaving your left hand where it is, put your right hand palm down and step your right foot over. So you're really now stretching out the front of the shoulder on this left side. Good. Back to center. Let's do the other side. Return to goalpost arms. Now left hand plants, right stays in goalpost, and step the left foot over and roll to put your right ear on the mat, stretching out the front of that right shoulder. Very good. Back to center. Hands under shoulders. Come to all fours. And lift the left arm up and thread the needle. Now we're stretching out the other side of the shoulder. You can extend your right foot. Back to center. Right arm up. Thread the needle. Palm up on the floor. Rolling onto the shoulder, extending the leg to increase the stretch. Good. And come up to simple sitting position. Roll the shoulders back, and now take your hands and extend them above your head with the fingers interlaced. And release. And hold on to your left elbow with your right hand and walk the hand down between your shoulders so that you feel a stretch on the outside of the arm there. Good, release. Let's do the other side. So grab the elbow, walk the right hand down, re-grab on the outside of the triceps. Really pull with your left hand and keep to walk this fingers down between your shoulders. Very good. Release. Roll the shoulders down and now interlace your hands behind your fingers behind your back and gently roll your shoulders down and back and slowly, keeping your arms as straight as possible, bring your forehead to the floor. Good. Release. Come back up to sitting. Inhale the arms up. And exhale, hands to Namaste. Thank you very much for practicing with me today. I hope this was helpful. If so, please share, like, subscribe, and I will see you next time on the mat.